Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial of the Next.js. Today we are going to learn about the OTP verification via email. And after that we will do with the phone, okay? And if you don't need the required the OTP verification, we can also go with the none also, okay? So that up to you. Okay, so all the cases I have handled. So first of all, do with the email with OTP verification. So we will receive the OTP via email, right? So let's have a demo for that one. Those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe my channel. And if you like the video, please do like, share and comment on my video. Let's get started. So here we are going to put the details. Okay, email I'm going to send via email. So register this user. OTP sent successfully. Let's check the OTP. So we will receive the OTP here. Let's try to add this OTP over there. Verify. Account created successfully, right? So let's do the sign in process. Okay, so here we go with the details and sign in. So here you can see that I'm logged in with that account. Okay, so that is validated, right? So let's dive into the code level how I have implemented this one. So here we have the full-fledged registration file, so make sure you have to look into it. Previous code for the previous video, this is the extension of the previous video. So if those who have watched my previous video, then definitely they come to know about this lecture, right? OTP verification. Okay, so here we require the react from the use state, Axios for the API calls, toast notifications for the messages, that the toaster, and the use route for pushing to the next screen. So here we have the by default states, that is email, password, name, phone, preferred methods, whether it's to be email, phone or none, right? So here we have some more states of that one where we are setting the OTP, where we are validating the errors. Okay, so all of these are there. So whenever I do click on the submit button while registration, so what we require: email, password, name, phone, preferred method, right? For in the form data state, right? If the preferred method is none, so currently I'm not looking into the none method, right? So this is none method. Else if there is another method, then we require the send OTP method, and we will have to send the method, whether it's to be an email, whether it's to be a phone. Okay, then it will say that the OTP sent successfully, right? After that, then we have the handle OTP submit. So there would be a screen where we have to submit the OTP. Okay, so here we go with the verify OTP, where we require the email and the OTP, right? So after the validation, we will go with the registration process. If the verify OTP works, if the data is success, then we will go register the API. We will call the API register and set that the account created successfully and push the router to the profile screen. Or here you can log in that user with the method that we have already discussed in the last video, right? So you can use the sign in method in the services. So here we go with the services logged in method. So logged in method, you can just pass the logged in and just send the whatever form data we have. So it automatically logged in that user while registration when the OTP successfully done. Okay, so this is that one. After that, this is the UI. Okay, now we have the UI full-fledged. So create account. If the OTP sent is not, then we will go with our normal form, that is you can say about the name, then we have the email, then we have the password, then we have the phone number optional, then we have a select form prefer to method. Okay, so we have the select box for the none, email and the phone. Okay, so we have the option values, right? Then we have the button where we click on the registration button, and then we if there is the OTP screen, then we will call the handle OTP submit. Okay, so OTP we require only the input field with the OTP, and when there is a handle OTP submit, then it will call the OTP sent. Okay, then we have the button in the below, that is verify OTP. Okay, so here we go with the handle OTP submit, so where we are calling the verification of the OTP. Okay, so now after clicking on this, it will verify the OTP and give me the response accordingly. Okay, and this is the by default sign in process, but only the link. Okay, and this is basically the toast notification for that one. Okay, so this is the full-fledged registration. Now we are calling the APIs, right? So let's move to the API section. In the API, Next.js, I think it's totally the same, nothing changed over here. check email, you have to create that one for send. You can, I think I'm not using that one, so you can skip. Basically this API does like the user is already there or not, exist or not. So on the behalf of it, you can add the check. If you want to check that while registration that user exists or not, so you can call this API and create this API for that one. Okay, next we have the next that we have done, that is send OTP, because send OTP and then verify OTP, then registration, right? So first of all we are going to send the OTP, right? So here we have the full-fledged code for the sending the OTP. So these are the imports that we have done. Okay, so make sure you have to do this one. So this is the Twilio account where we have to use the phone number validation, so skip that one. Okay, so here we will start with the request body. So OTP registration, so you have to create the OTP. So in the entity you have to go with the OTP module. Okay, so otp.js, so you have to create that one, that is table name OTP. So what we are trying to do, first we are just before registering the user into the database, first we store the OTPs, right? And then we are going to validate the OTP. After the validation, we will remove the OTP record from that one and then register the user in the user registration table, right? So this is our process that I'm using one. So this is that one. Okay, so these are the fields that we have to create, right? Next one, that we go come with the send OTP. So here we go with the finding that the email exists or not. If exists OTP, then we said that we have already sent the OTP. Okay, and let's create the OTP with the crypto and expire in the 10 minutes. Okay, and after creation of the OTP, we will have to save that OTP into the OTP repository or OTP table, right? Okay, after that, if there is a email, if the method comes to me that is email, so I need to send the email, right? So here we go with the send email. So here we have the send email.js in the utils. Make sure you have to create send email.js, right? So make sure this is that one. So this is node mailer and this is host port, email user, password, and then this is the send email. So here we require two subject and the text. Okay, so this is that one for sending the mail options. After this, okay, so we have to return that response dot status success OTP sent successful, else we will go with the block that the something went wrong. Okay, so we are skipping the phone number right now. So this is phone number we will do later on. So else phone number, else invalid to fa method, right? So we will do later on this method. And this is now this, if something went wrong it will go over here, otherwise OTP sent successfully. Now we have to verify that OTP. So let's come to the block of the OTP. Okay, so this is the OTP verification in the API. So here we have the API verify OTP.js. Okay, so modules we have to import. After this we have to go with the first, we were checking that the OTP record is there or not. Okay, if it is there, then we are going to check with the expiration date, it exceeds or not. On the behalf of it, we will throw the error that invalid or expired OTP. Okay, after this done, then we are going to remove the, after the validation that the OTP verified, then we will remove the OTP record from the table and we will send them the user registered successfully. Okay, because after this OTP verification we have to call the API of the registration. If you see in the registration.jsx file, you will get to know about that the we have to call the register API. So this is done. Then we are going to call the register.js API where we require the email, password, name, and the phone. Phone is optional. Okay, so yeah, here we have to check if the user is already there. So we are not going to register that user, already exists. And if the hash password is there, so already user exists, we can call the API that is check this one. Check by email. We have something. I think what the email it is, check email DHS. You can call this API and check that the user is already registered or not. Then we have the hash password. Then we will go with the email, password, phone, and the name, and save this user repository with the user response. And we will say that the user is successfully. If something goes wrong, it will go with the registering the user error. Right. So this is the logic that we have implemented. Okay. This is that's it. The next video we will do with the phone authentication. Right. So with the Twilio we have to use. Any doubt, any query in that, do let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to like, share and comment on my video. Have a nice day.